Hey guys, welcome to our Sunday night power plan. I need to look at my calendar in front of me. We are already on the 26th of September. We just have 4 days and tonight left to end the month. So we're going to talk tonight a little bit about the end of the month checklist, some things that I want to focus on myself before the end of the month, and then also just some things that are going on with the team and with the company right now. So before we dive into any of that stuff, we're going to start where we always do, which is our rate of run. So I'm going to have you log into your cloud. And right there on that very main page, as soon as you log in, you're going to scroll down till you see your business dashboard. There's a gray bar that says business snapshot. If you click on the arrow, it'll drop down that whole section for you. And then you're going to see where it says current QV. That is the dollar amount that you and your team, so everyone in your downline, customers and promoters, that's what's been generated so far this month. So you're going to take that dollar amount and you're going to divide it by 26 because today is the 26th of the month. Now that new smaller number that you're looking at, you're going to multiply by 30 because we have 30 days in September to finish off the month. So the new bigger number that you're looking at, that's what you're estimated to end the month at, you and your team, based on the current activity that's been happening. Now, I don't like my number. But I also know that I have 4 days and a couple hours left tonight. I know that there are things going on with the company that we're going to talk about in a minute that can help me on this. And I also just know that a lot can happen in 4 days. So I want you to take that number and I want you to really look at it and I want you to digest it and I want you to decide if you like it or not. And if you don't like it, I need you to get real determined, put your blinders on and be really, really focused for the next 4.5 days. So with that said, you guys, we have the Frenzy 15% off right now for new customer, it's for first time orders for anybody. So obviously we talk a lot about doing reach outs and stirring up new business, but I want you guys to make sure that you aren't forgetting where you already have a lot of existing people that you could be talking to about this. So what I want you to do is get logged back in or stay logged in if that's where you were. I got kicked out. This time I want you to go to your My Team button from the menu, and then you go to the My Customers. And at the top where it says customer number, customer name, email, I want you to go over to where it says last order and just hit it once. The first bulk of names that you're going to see are people who have never, these are customers who have never placed an order. Every single person you're looking at that has never placed an order has the opportunity to save 15% off their first order. These are the people who you and I need to be in contact with tonight, tomorrow, and the next day, all the way through the 30th, till the fat lady sings, as they say. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of people who have created accounts over the years. Already got 2. Oh, nice. Good job, Susan. I need to open the chat here. You already got 2 from the Frenzy or already got 2 from that list? Just curious.
From the Frenzy, and I went off of my list.
Okay.
Free accounts.
Perfect. Okay. I just know, because I know a lot of times we'll get focused on that new person we're trying to find, and we forget about all the people who have over the month or the years, however long you've been doing this, gone and created accounts. Maybe they did it on a whim. Maybe they did it to help you at some point in time. But regardless, if there's an account there and it's never placed an order, that account is eligible for 15% off. Now, something else I want you to think about, if a promoter has never placed an order before, they are also eligible for this 15%. So I want you to go back to your menu. This time in the My Team, you're going to go to Sponsorship Downline. And at the very top, you'll see that it defaults to level 1 promoter number and ascending. Where it says promoter number, click that drop-down menu and click the qualified button. So now it should say level 1 qualified and ascending. Tell it to sort. The first people, if you have a promoter who has never placed an order, which I know is an odd situation for some of us, but I actually do have one. It's a gal that signed up that's literally never done anything. If you have someone who's not qualified, that means they've never placed their order. They're eligible for this. They've never ordered anything. So that is someone else that you could be reaching out to. So I just always want to make sure that you guys know, when you feel like you've talked to everybody, you don't know where else to go, your cloud has a ton of information for you of people that are already interested in Thrive. They just maybe haven't pulled the trigger yet, but now you have something to reach out to them about with that 15%. So make sure you're going through those reports and make sure your team knows where those reports are because it's really important. And obviously this will be recorded. You can share it with them. So that is the first thing that's going on right now with the company. Oh, I was going to screen share. I didn't. Never mind. But anyway, it's in the back of your cloud office. Real quick, for those of you that are like, I don't know where my email went, or I didn't see the email. You're going to go into your menu of the cloud. You're going to go all the way to the bottom where it says resources. Under resources, about midway through, you're going to see a button that says email history. If you click that button, you're going to see every email that the company has sent out. So a lot of times people will say, I saw this on Facebook. I didn't know if it was real, or how come she got it first and I didn't get it? You guys, there's thousands of us. And so the emails get batched. So some days I get the email and Tom doesn't get his for like 2 hours. And then some days he gets his first and I get mine later. If you're ever not totally sure, you can go here and you can pull up the email. You can, like, it's right here. There's the third, well, I mean, you can go really far down to when they first did it, but there's the frenzy promo is heating up. You can click on that and that has all the fine print that you need for this particular promo. So do keep in mind on this, mailouts are not part of it. Nourish is not part of it. Promoter packs are not part of it. And you cannot use credits. And it's in those moments when you're trying to help somebody with an order, whether it's a customer or someone on your team, and you're like, wait, what's included? What's not included? You always have that information in your cloud. You do not have to wait to talk to somebody or, call somebody. You have it at your fingertips. So I just like to make sure that everybody knows where that's at. So something else we're going to do together. We're having fun in the cloud tonight. I like this. I want you to go back to your homepage. You're going to see at the top where it says VIP getting started. Then there's something that says company updates. And then there's something that says leader updates. Click that leader update for me, please. You are going to see the very first update, I would assume, is going to be September 18th. And it says masterclass training. Go ahead and click on that for me. This is a series of videos that Maria has created. That is a masterclass. It is outstanding. Even for those of you that have done this for a long time, she has a lot of good reminders and she has a lot of new information as far as Reach Out to Go and different apps that you can use for different things. Not only does she have this going on, but Susan Kaufman has a challenge to the entire team to get this completed, I think by the end of the month, right? The 30th, and get your certificate. So if you have not yet completed this, I would say get jiggy. First of all, just for your own good, because it's awesome for your business. But secondly, there's prizes to be had, right? I mean, come on, who doesn't want to get their name in a drawing somehow? It's really, really good, you guys. I will probably go back through and watch a couple of those a couple more times. I was in the process of trying to get my certificate before the 30th. I will tell you the majority of the videos, they average maybe 15 minutes. After each video, there's a quick survey where she just, on a scale 1 to 5, what did you think? There's typically a, hey, in 1 or 2 sentences, tell me about XYZ. It's whatever it had to do with what she talked about in the video. You put your name on it, your email, and you send it through. You can knock these out. I listened to several of them while I was driving and then went back and did the questions. I listened to some of these the other day when I was doing laundry and when I was cleaning the kitchen. So you don't have to necessarily sit and watch. There's a couple where she does talk about apps and she does show you her screen. But again, if you're driving and that's happening, just, that. So go back and watch it later. But I encourage you highly to do this and for sure do it by the 30th because there's prizes. Okay. Any questions about the frenzy or the masterclass? Okay, fabulous. Let me go into, I'm just going to go over the end of month checklist with you guys. So this is something that I post in my team page at the end of every month. Yes, it's repetitive, but there's just something about that reminder that I think we all need to make sure we, cross our T's and dot our I's. So the top of the list on our checklist here, do you have a PV of 100 or more? So that's your personal volume. That is something you've either sold personally to a level 1 customer of your very own, or you have purchased personally on your own promoter account. Do you have at least $100 or more? Oh, I know. Let's go in the cloud and you can figure this out. So back in the cloud, go back to your home button, home page. Scroll on down back to that business snapshot. Click that for me. It's going to drop down. Now, that first box that's open are the qualifications. Now I want you to click the one below that says orders. The very first thing you're going to see is current PV. Is that $100 or more? If it's not, I highly encourage you to sell something in the next 4 days to get to that 100 and or purchase something on your own personal promoter account to get there. Now, you guys, I don't tell people to order stuff on their promoter account. Because why? Because you don't get commission on it. So go sell something, get yourself to $100 in PV. You got 15% off for newbies right now. Surely there's somebody in there somewhere. Somebody might need to order something. Go sell $100 or more. Like, make that commitment to your business, a minimum of $100. And you know why you want to sell 100 or more? Because if you don't, you won't make commission next month. It's super important. So now that we know what your PV is, something I do quickly, and I do just do this quickly, and I will send out a quick message about it, but I don't focus on this because, again, this is, you're all adults and it's your responsibility, but I always do like to double check. Go into your menu, go to the My Team button, go into your sponsorship downline. Again, at the top, it's going to say promoter number, name, location, rank, like all those, like the big long spreadsheet. Where it says current PV, click that once. Your 0 PVs are going to pop up for you. I currently have a gal on the team that has 0 PV, but over $10,000 in volume. She's going to want to get paid, right? So that's somebody I'm going to send a real quick message, and I know who it is, and I know that she knows what's going on, and she'll take care of it before the end of the month. But again, make a commitment to sell at least $100. If you've got $10,000 or more of volume in your account, you need to sell at least $100 to a customer or purchase your own. But that's something I do. So I go through and I look really quick who has 0 PV but has volume next to it. You're going to find some people who have dropped off the face of the earth. It's going to say 0 PV and 0 QV. Fine, cool, dandy, not a problem. It's the ones that have volume next to it but have 0. Here I have a gal who has $36, so not 100. So that's someone I'm going to talk to. Everyone else is 100 or more, so that's good. So that's just a quick check for the team. And I just like to do that for the team because they're my team, right? They signed up under me. But again, this isn't something I harp on. I'll just send a quick message. Hey, your PV is below 100. Make sure you get there before the end of the month. If they don't do it, that was their choice. I will also call them crazy if they don't do it, but whatever. Okay, so that's the first thing on the end of the month checklist. The second one, do you have any waiting room volume to move? What if you're like, I'm new, I have no idea what you're talking about, Tammy. Play along. Go back to your menu on the home page, and you're going to click open to where you see My Team. Now you're going to go down to where it says waiting room. If you have anything in your waiting room, those are going to be promoters who signed up and ordered with you in the last 60 days. If you have anybody in your waiting room and you're like, I don't know what this is, none of this makes sense, what do I do? Don't touch anything. Get a hold of your upline ASAP. Let them know I have waiting room volume. What do I do? They will walk you through. Waiting room volume is a great way to help people hit ranks. It's also a great way to start building your, so like if your brand spanking new and you're like waiting room, what? This is a great time to start building your legs strong. So again, don't move anything in your waiting room without checking with your upline. All right, back to our list. Do you have your rank/bonus QV? So if you are shooting for 12K, are you shooting for 12K or auto bonus? Because that's a big difference. Check your reports. Do you have all your qualified promoters that you need for auto bonus? Do you have your volume that you need for auto bonus? There's a ton of you out there that have rank advanced bonus, summer rank advanced bonus, whatever, I forget now what it's called. But there's a bunch of you out there that have that. You have a tracker in your cloud. It's going to show you, are you there yet? Are you not there? What are you missing? Get real focused on that tracker. You've got 4 days to make this happen. If I'm doing the math right, the bare minimum that's up for grabs, if you had hit 4K and you just need to maintain 4K, that's a $500 payout. That's minimum. So I would be real focused on that if I were you. We don't have anybody qualifying for trips right now, but that's also something that you would want to be looking for if that was happening. The next thing on my list is, do you know where your team is for the end of the month? So in other words, do you know that gal that I just told you has over $10,000 in volume? That's great, but it's not $12,000 in volume. So it's not yet auto bonus, right? So I need to know who on my team is close to a goal, who on my team is shy of a goal, who maybe doesn't even understand that they're so close to a goal. So again, that's when I go back into those reports and I pull up my sponsorship line and I go through and I look and I figure out who's sitting where, who needs what. And I say sponsorship, but you can also pull up your placement line too. If you've had promoters placed under you, you'll want to make sure you're looking at your placement line as well. The last thing on my list is, are you and your customers thriving for free? You guys, that is the basic bare minimum of our company. Are you thriving for free? If you're a promoter and you're not thriving for free, head down, blinders on. You got 4 days to turn up 2 customers. And what do they need to do? They need to place orders on auto ship, right? You got to be real specific with this. Refer to is 2 customers ordering on auto ship in the calendar month. So you have from now until the end of the month. That's 4 days and some hours and change. If you are not yet thriving for free, you need this. Do not assume that because you thrived for free last month, that you're thriving for free again this month. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Well, let me tell you how to check that. We're going to go back to our menu. This is just cloud training night, apparently. You're going to go to reports. You're going to go to downline order history. Let me think. So at the, oops. At the top, it says the start date, the end date. That's automatically defaulting to the current month that you're in. You want that. Below that, where it says order number, you want to go by promoter number. And I can't remember if you want ascending or descending. Okay, and you want it to say ascending. So you want promoter number and ascending. And you should have the lowest promoter number of all the promoters on your team. So you will now pop up first because we made this ascending. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, so of all my customer orders that are placed here, 2 of them are not auto ship. The rest of them are. Don't assume that somebody placed their order properly. Don't assume that somebody always auto ships on the 25th. Maybe they didn't. So go through that, look and see who placed orders, what customers, and because you'll also see, yeah, no, these are my customers. You're going to see your customer orders, but who placed orders and how did they place it? Did they place it on auto ship? That is super, super important. So I'm getting confused here. So you can actually see the dollar amount of the orders. So you can go through, look at the 2 highest orders that were placed on auto ship under your personal customers, and you should be able to average it out and figure out what your credits are that are coming your way. But this is a great time to double check that. Also, if you have customers under you who have been trying to thrive for free, remember when they sign a customer up for a referral and that customer places their order on auto ship, it's yes, it's your customer, but they don't count for your referral. They're signed up as someone else's referral. So when you're looking at this, like Stacy, Darla, Candy, okay, let's say that Stacy's mine and Darla is mine, but Candy signed up as Darla's referral. Yeah. So even though all 3 of them placed their order on auto ship, Candy's doesn't count towards my refer to because she counts towards Darla's refer to. Is that clear as mud? I felt like I needed a whiteboard for that. Anyway, this is a great way to look to see if you are thriving for free and to see where your customers are. Okay. Oh, so something I'm going to do in the next 4 days, I'm going to make sure I get my customer thank yous out. I like to send thank yous out for people who auto ship, and I will be very honest with you. From about the 13th of the month on, I have not sent those out because I was distracted highly, and I want to make sure I get that done before the end of the month. Something else I want to do is send a thank you to some people on my team. Think about that. Who's on your team that maybe you saw went above and beyond? Maybe they really kicked it up a notch this month. Maybe they did a Facebook Live for the first time and you know they're petrified. I'm not saying that you have to send a thank you to your entire team because first of all, my handwriting is horrible. And after about 1 thank you card, the last sentence is, you can't even read it. So I can't write that many thank you notes, but take time to celebrate your people. Like, don't forget that your team is here because of you. So thank them for that. Thank them for their efforts. So that is something I'm going to be focusing on. And then to finish this up, you got behind. So that makes me feel good that you got behind too. Thank you, Susan. Do you have a plan for the week? That's what, so we're here to plan for the week. And normally I would talk about auto ships coming up and all these things. We don't have any auto ships coming out this week. We just have end of the month. I don't want to say chaos. I want to say excitement, end of the month excitement. So what is your plan? Do you know what you're posting for Motivational Monday or Makeover Monday or whatever you're doing on Monday? Do you know what do you have a testimonial of some sort to share on Tuesday? Or do you have a transformation you want to share on Tuesday? Do you have a plan? And if you have a plan, before you close your eyes tonight or before you turn the television on and watch some random show that you could catch another day, I sounded like my grandma right there. What post could you make tonight in your notes? I'm not saying post it on Facebook because you don't have the ability to do that as an individual, but already get your picture together, already have your words figured out. Do you have your hashtags figured out? Put those in your notes on your phone so that tomorrow when you're running around and you're working your regular job and the dog throws up on the floor and the grocery doesn't get the stuff delivered in time and all the things, right? You already have at least one post figured out. You already know what you're going to do. And another little tip tonight before you go to bed, I would go ahead and do your story with your capsules for in the morning and just save it to your phone and then actually put it up there tomorrow. That way, again, you don't have to think about it tomorrow morning. I'm a mess most mornings, which is fine. I don't mind sharing that on my stories, but I don't know, like, again, what if I have to pee first thing and then I get up and then there's dogs and all this stuff. So I just have that done before I go to bed. Like, what is it? Be proactive instead of reactive. Like, instead of constantly like, I got to do this, I got to do that. No, today at 10, I'm making this post. Today at 5, I'm making this post. Think ahead. Also, and I know this is a hot topic, so I'm just going to kind of talk about it. We talk a lot about just, being ourselves, being authentic, talking about our 5 pillars or our 5 things or whatever. But then we also talk about how you need to do stories, you need to do reels, you need to make posts. And so there's been some discussion of like, well, hey, if we're trying to be ourselves and we don't like reels because people are dancing or they're doing voiceovers and that's not our jam, you're missing the point. The point is the attention is being put on reels right now. You and your business need to be where the attention is. Let's pretend Macy's didn't like the television and it was still only advertising in the newspaper because that's what it knew and that's what it liked and that's what worked for it. What do you think Macy's would be doing right now? Not much, right? So no, I'm not a fan of dancing on camera. And I will just tell you right now, as far as reels go, if there's more than like a sentence or two, my memory, I'm not there. I can't do that. But guess what, you guys? It's just a short video. You don't even have to do the voiceovers. You can use, hang with me, you can use your own voice. That's right. You can say what you want to say. You can talk about what's important to you. Here's my list. I refer to it every week. Dog mom, wife, small business owner, gardening and traveling. I can get on and make a reel right now and I can talk about my dog. I can talk about my small business. I don't have to do a voiceover. Like when I say voiceovers where you talk while the thing is playing the song. I did a reel today where I talked about the power of big prayers. It's just my voice. I put little music behind it because I just thought that jazzed it up a little. And I know like Instagram likes you to use the things they have. Facebook's the same way. So don't say no to something that you're uncomfortable with just because you're uncomfortable with it. If you're uncomfortable with reels, great. So is I. So is everyone, except maybe like the drama club girl who's been waiting for this moment her whole life to like finally have like an excuse to dance on, social media. So it's okay to be uncomfortable with it, but it's just a new version of making a post. So the same way that you went from stalking people on Facebook to finally making posts, and then you're like, what are these stories? Now you make stories. It's the same thing, you guys. It's just you have the same message that's important to you, the same thing you want to put out there. You're just putting it out in a different manner. So again, anytime you're like, I don't want to do it, it's change, it's different, it's stupid. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I also know that to make money in business, you have to go where customers are, and guess where they're at? They like those reels. So I encourage you to get comfortable with reels. And here's the thing too, like if you've ever typed a post and you're like, that's no good, and you just delete it and you start over. You can delete a reel. If it's not perfect, just delete it, move on, do something else, like come up with something different. Just because you make it doesn't mean it's permanent or perfect. It's the same thing. I don't know why we're all so afraid of these things. So I cannot encourage you. I need to tell you a success story about that. Yeah, hop on, tell us. Oh, she sent me that as a direct message. My bad.
Hey, so I have to tell y'all that I was so uncomfortable with the reels and the TikToks and all that. And we went on a little challenge to do 60 in a row. Fell forward, screw them up, mess up, don't put the words in the right place, all that kind of stuff. Well, I have been doing them and they're not all about Thrive. Trust me, they're not. But I also every day post in my stories, share a story, do a regular post. I do all the things I've always done. I just started adding the reels and the TikToks. So I always do my reel first in Instagram because it saves it to my camera roll, right? Well, if you look on Facebook, now Facebook has the options for reels and they're terrible. Like people are putting them on there, they're terrible. I'm like, okay, I actually feel pretty good about these because they're just not good. If you go into your 3 bars at the bottom, you may not have that option yet. I did not have it. Lindsay got it before I did. It wasn't even on here. And it'll say something like it's not in your area yet, whatever. I mean, they're slowly rolling out reels on Facebook, but literally I do it in Instagram and then I go post it to TikTok and I post it to Facebook, and it's nothing. I don't do any extra work. Okay. No extra work. So I'm driving in Bridgeport the other day and you can't miss my car. I mean, my license plate says I Thrive in maroon. My car's got shit all over it. Everybody knows which one is my car. And I've lived in this town for 20 years. Pretty sure everybody that thrives in this town thrives with me, or they're just not going to do it, period. Right. And I'm pulling into Dollar General and this lady pulls in right beside me. I've known her for years. We've been Facebook friends for years. Okay. Since our kids were in elementary, and my daughter's a senior now. And she said, I need to talk to you. And I said, what's up? And literally for the life of me, could not remember her name. I could not. And I was trying, I could not. And she said, I've been seeing your stuff on Facebook. And then today some random video came across and I thought, I really need to call her. And then I see you driving down through town and thought, it's a sign. I'm supposed to talk to her. She saw that reel. She had seen my stories, but had never commented on it, but she saw that reel show up. And I don't remember if she said Facebook or Instagram. It was one of them, but it was all about my 3 steps. It was stupid. It was simple. I jacked up the words. It was dumb. It was actually a dumb one, but she pulled me over and I was like, oh my gosh, what's your phone number? And I put her phone number in my phone. I said, okay, give me your email real quick. And when she gave me her email, it then triggered who it was. I was like, oh, hey girl, what's up? Like I knew all along. But y'all, that one simple little thing, my consistency of the stories, which y'all are doing every day, you're doing it. You're doing your transformation pictures. You're doing all that stuff. But adding that one thing that made something pop up. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I go back and I look. I did a reel of me and Maria. Did y'all see that one of us walking down the hallway? Did y'all see that one? We were literally walking down the hallway, coming back from the bathroom, and Amber Manquist turned the corner. She's like, look at you two. And I was like, stop, grab your phone, Amber. And I made Maria back up and I said, we're going to do this again. We're going to walk down this hall again. We were coming back from the bathroom. But in my mind, if I filmed the 2 of us in slow motion walking down that hallway, how powerful would that look, right? Mm-hmm. So I did. And that particular reel on Instagram, I'm going to tell you, because I have followers on Instagram, but there's not as many, okay, has 933 views. I literally downloaded it and put it over on Facebook, and that particular one has almost 4,000 views. Same video, yep. Same video. I did a stupid hair one. I don't know if y'all saw my hair one where I just changed my hair. It has over 8,000 views on Facebook. So as soon as the real piece opens up on Facebook, which is probably where you do most of your work anyway, your custom conscious comments, all that kind of stuff, you need to start basically posting them from one place to the other. And y'all, I know it's scary. And it shouldn't have been scary for me. Hell, I was in the media world. I did commercials before I came to you guys. So it should not have been scary to me, and it was. But if you just have to fail forward, jack it up. That's the only way you learn.
And I love that, because most people would be like, oh, Susan probably doesn't have to do that because she has, so much business and blah, blah, blah. Susan wants to keep growing.
Mhm.
You know, Mario wants to keep growing. We all want to keep growing. So yeah, sometimes you just have to learn something new. And I know this one can be tricky, but it also can be simple. You can do reels that where you're not talking. I have a reel of just some, oh, what do you call that? I don't know. I'm just like filming like the view in Florida at this restaurant we were at. And I just typed words over it and it's got thousands of people.
Yeah.
So pay attention to what
Yep.
you're sharing. Make sure it's important to you so it fits with your niche. And then pay attention to your hashtags also. Hashtags are
Don't
what help it show
don't
up.
retype those every time. Keep them in your notes. Like Tammy probably does. She probably just copies and paste. Don't retype those each time. But y'all, I fought Lindsay on this deal. Lindsay did not want to do the reels. She still refuses to do TikTok because she's a one thing at a time and master it. But I'm telling you, if you go follow her reels, they are really good.
Mhm.
Like they are getting really, really good. I'm like, look at you go. Like, I mean, and she hated it. She did not want to do it. She hated it. But look at what she's in Instagram jail, I think, right now.
What? Yeah, she was. Yeah.
But she has them all saved.
Yep.
She has them all saved. She's ready to go. And I saw 2 from Maria yesterday. And I literally wrote it down. I went and filmed the exact, probably on Wednesday. It'll be the exact same reel,
Yep.
but we have different audiences.
Yep.
So don't feel like you just got to come up with them off the top of your head. Like, go copy somebody else.
For sure.
Obviously can't. Yeah. And make it your own. It'll be you. Your audience is different than theirs. There ain't no sense in trying to rethink everything because my creativity is not always there. So, but I'm telling you, it works. And this weekend alone, Friday and today, 2 new customers. One of them, no, that'd be 3 because 2 of them came in on that frenzy, and then that girl tracked me down in the Dollar General parking lot. So, makes me happy. I
Heck
love.
yeah. Are you kidding? No, I'm going to get in the car and go to Dollar General right now and see if I can round up.
I'm sure you're just driving around so everybody can see all the stickers.
Hello, I'm right here. I'm not above that at all. So yeah, so try new things. And then you guys, one of the things that held me back when I started TikTok is a scary place. People are very rude and mean and whatever. So make your thing and go. Like, don't worry about who's watching it. If it's not for them, fine. They'll say something crappy, move on. Instagram can be similar, but here's the great thing about Instagram and TikTok. Those platforms are going to show you to people you don't know, right? Facebook is about your community, your network, a friend of a friend of a friend. Instagram and TikTok are literally going to put you out there in front of strangers. So be very careful with your hashtags because, you know, like for example, when you've been in Instagram and you've been searching things or you've looked for things or you've liked or commented on things, Instagram knows what hashtags you were active with. So when you use those hashtags, like, and the one that did so well for me, beach, you know, sunset, sunrise, like people love that stuff. So that one obviously got exposed to a lot more people. And then I made one today on Instagram and I like prayer, goals, dreams, just very simple things, small business owner. And that obviously popped up for a lot of people that I don't know. And they've made comments and it's awesome. And some people have followed me. So that's the part I think you have to get past because that is going to open you up to, yes, strangers, but remember, strangers are who you build business with, right? That's how you build business. Your aunts and uncles and grandmas have already either purchased from you or they know what you're doing. You need to talk to strangers. So I will also say, and we'll probably do this like on a smaller level, but you guys, it's really easy to batch reels. I did 7 of them today in probably less than 15 minutes, just in my office in a black sweatshirt. So yes, I will look the same in a lot of my reels over the next few days, but you can put filters and you can do edits and you can put all kinds of stuff to make it look different before you post it. But the actual filming of it is all done. And now all I have to do is pop them in onto Instagram when I'm ready. So don't overthink it. Don't make it too hard, but definitely get the hell out of your own way. Because even if you hate reels and you think they're stupid, if you really look at it, all of social media is kind of stupid. It's amazing. Like, it's amazing when you think about what we spend our time on. But I've made a lot of money on social media and I intend to keep doing that. So learn reels. And guess what, guys? As soon as we get reels figured out, as soon as we're really, really good at them, they'll come up with something different. And that's okay. That's how they keep it fresh. That's how we keep moving. That kind of, weeds out the people who aren't determined. So don't let reels be the thing that weeds you out. Like, get in and do it. Like she said, fail forward, make a fool of yourself. It's okay. So far, the reels that I feel like a total idiot in are the ones that do best. I don't know what that says about me or life, but that's how that goes. So anyway, that's a lot of stuff tonight. We did a lot of cloud work. Hopefully this helps. If you have new people on your team, I would definitely share this recording with them, because the cloud is an amazing place to go. There's so much information, not only for like just the basics, but for things like end of the month. So share away. See you guys next week. Bye.